They got a different set of vocal frequencies, but they talking to you psychically. Part of them sounding like they have a deep, heavy voice is the sense of authority. That's what the name ENLIL mean, the Lord of the booming voice. Right? But it also mean Lord of the Starfleet, the governor of the one who carried the ships from the Starfleet. So we got two different meanings, because the word in Sumerian Akkadian mean Lord. Lil mean booming voice, right? But it's applied as a secondary application to the one who is in charge of command, because the one in charge of command is in charge of the voice of command, which they say sound like the voice of many waters.
Yes, definitely. That's a beautiful answer. When can I sit down and actually have a one-on-one with you about the encounters? And I want to actually have you talk to us about how that relates to the, like the Dushi, the Sasquatch. I want to do it tomorrow. No, when? Like, do you think we could do something this week?
Yeah, you got to inbox me on.
I'm just going to go through Sonnetter. I'll go through Sonnetter. Is that okay? Okay, just have him. Yeah, just have him text me where you want the information. I can't do nothing tomorrow. Either Friday or Saturday, I might be able to work something with you. The reason I'm saying this is I have 1,000 questions. What you just answered with the voice, and you related it to Voice of Many Waters. I never put that together, and I'm really good at putting stuff together. So I have so many things that I want to actually pick your brain on with my encounters, because you know what happens, Mr. Hayes? They like there's cycles of my life when they come in, and I know something is, I don't know how to explain it, but you get what I'm saying? Like we'll talk, we deal with, because you got yours is more along the lines of metaphysical and mysticism. So that's a different show from today, but yeah, get with Si. He'll set us up for either Friday or Saturday. Awesome, thanks.
So I have a question too. Before I know Sonnetter trying to leave. CERN, I know. Hold on, real quick. CERN is trying to separate dark matter from, or trying to find out what the God particle dark matter is, and then they're saying that there's creatures coming up out of that when they actually charge that system up. There are actually things coming up out of that, and then you have like this Mandela effect that's like actually happening. What do you think that they're trying to do? Do you think it's like they're trying to create like a worm, not a wormhole, but like try to like figure out a way to space travel through this, or what is your idea on CERN and what their intentions are?
CERN is doing a lot of things. The God particle is called the Higgs boson. They discovered in 2012 on December 26th. The thing about the CERN is it's a collider that smashed particles, and they've been trying to figure out, until they found what's called the God particle, what gives matter density when everything is created from light. And the answer came in with the God particle discovery of the Higgs boson. Dark matter, they've been studying longer than they have the Higgs boson, because they call dark matter the ether, call it spirit, they call it, they got a whole bunch of names for it, but it's still the same substance, right? And it's the thing that ties all things together through unified field effect. Dark matter, which we call it the waters of the Great Mother, her primordial uterine secretions of creation.
So do you think that what they're trying to do is create like a wormhole, like a dark, like a black hole that they could try to like do space travel through, because they know they can't?
No, they already know how to do portals. They reverse engineered several stargates in World War II. So they already know how to create stargates and open portals. Whatever they doing, I believe what they're trying to do is what they did before, to trap us in another infinity loop, is to explode atomic-like bomb between two dimensions and collapse them on each other, so you stuck in the figure eight infinity loop.
Which explains like the whole Mandela effect that's happening every time they charge that machine up, because it'll make things change and things like that. Well, and you just like debunked what's his name, Billy Carson, because Billy Carson said they're trying to create a wormhole and travel through it and bend space and time.
Stop, Genesis. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Don't mix my brother up with Billy Carson right now, man. Don't do that.
No, he just debunked him. He just killed him.
Yeah, right now his Billy Carson ain't doing too well. He's gonna have to come up, get up on that. You gotta
I was believing him, and Billy Carson. I was like, damn, you just killed him. Thank you for that. Thank you for clearing that up, because I was believing that shit. Thank you. Wow.
Go.
Wow.
All right. So
they already had Stargate.
All right. Hey. I'm getting ready to close this thing out.
Okay, in the defense of brother.
Who's talking, man? I'm talking.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Mr. Williams, go ahead, brother. Go ahead and get your last question in. We getting ready to close this thing out.
Okay. In the wars, we're dealing with the Anunnaki. Enki had a son. ENLIL had a son. And ENLIL's son was Enkidu, or who I'm kind of shy with the name. Slight. Was it Mark? It was Vegeta that was imprisoned in what we called Antarctica.
That was Marduk. That was Enlil's son. That was Enlil's son named Marduk, that he named after Enki's son Marduk.
Yeah.
So in the Anunnaki Wars, what they do is they change names. So Enki had a son named Marduk, son of Enki and Damkina.
Yeah.
And Enlil named one of his sons Murdoch. It looked the same in Akkadian writing, but they're two different people, and you can only tell by what they doing which one is being spoke of. And this is so that the information get lost in history. And both of them, Enki's son and Enlil's son, is both looked at as the bad guy, when one of them was here to help and the other one was here to do harm.
Yeah, well, right. He was imprisoned in Antarctica, right?
Yeah, that's what that's in the book of Enoch.
Yes, but then it goes a step further. It was Marduk. There was when we go back to the wars, when the ship, Marduk crashed into Kai and exploded and made Earth afterwards. I'm just, just elaborate on that.
You talk about when it was the great planet Tiamat before the arrival of the moon. That's what you're talking about. That's that's not the war. That's the incursion when they first came and they couldn't navigate through what they call the atmosphere. They couldn't navigate through the solar system because they didn't know the plotting of the planets in their first arrival. That was the signal of their first arrival in the record. Right.
When it was Nibiru up under Marduk though, right?
Right. So what happened, he wasn't under Marduk at that time. It was under Anu rule. But Enki's son Marduk was told by Enki to go secure Nibiru when Enlil launched his Earth attack.
Yeah.
When Enlil launched his Earth attack, Anu is on Earth. That's why he waited for Anu to make the visit to stop the war between Enki and Enlil. And when he got down here, that's when Enlil launched the largest attack on all of Enki's installments or bases. When he did that, Enki told his son Marduk secure Nibiru. The only way they would know if it was secured, when the message came back, Nibiru is now called Marduk. right? That means Nibiru is secure from the war that's taking place on Earth. And then right behind this is when the formation of the Galactic Council was formed, because the war on Earth began to affect other places. And they say, until y'all figure it out, y'all stay in this enclosure. We're going to put y'all in this Pleiadian light lock and with the Arcturian support, so nobody can't leave until y'all resolve the matter, which was the Anunnaki war on Earth. It was the war in heaven biblically that landed on Earth, right? Because if you go to the Bible, it tell you there was a war in heaven. And it say, and Satan and his angels fought against Michael and his angels, and Michael and his angels cast Satan to the earth. Right? So the war in heaven landed on earth. It didn't mean the war stopped. It just means that it came to earth.
All right. No, that's enough, Mr. Williams. We got to move on. Nazarene, let's go. Talk to us.
Thank you. Hey, man, salute, brother Rod. Love what you do, man.
Appreciate it.
Real quick, is it a portal in the Grand Canyon? And what is a good technique, to really know who you are? If you can answer that for me.
It is a Stargate. All of the temples, it was 12 Stargates on Earth. Right? And you can walk through the Stargate in Arizona and come out in the Stargate in Giza. You can go through the Stargate in Arizona, come out in the Stargate in the Himalayas. Right? And et cetera, et cetera. And what was the other question you asked?
And what's a good technique to know who you are?
Self-talk and breathing like a singer. The reason why you want to breathe like a singer, because you only using the top 2 chambers of the lungs. You need to get oxygen in all 4 chambers for them to all be activated for you to breathe, or what they call proper spiritual information transfer on the breath. Then the self-talk, you learn the art and science of self-talk. Your higher self can find answers that you can't find, because your higher self is not restricted by the 3D universe. It can go get information from anywhere. And by you learning how you communicate with your higher consciousness, it tells you how your higher self is trying to answer the question that you asking of yourself to find.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it.
All right. Damn, man. I should have been promoting my Patreon, y'all. I'm surprised my Mars ain't been hitting my Patreon up. All right. Let me show y'all all the videos that y'all been looking for on my channel. They are now going on my Patreon page, because YouTube, for some reason, is bothering me. So, there's always ways to get around it. And they are not coming off of YouTube. They're going straight on there. I'm using the video, not coming from connecting YouTube to Patreon. You can now upload your video straight to Patreon. So in case y'all looking for all my classics, because I've been getting a lot of hits from people saying, where's all my classics at? Well, it's like my Netflix. It's like a Netflix channel. If you're not subscribed to my Patreon, $5 a month. That's all it is. $5 a month. And I have over 5,000 videos or more between Sarnetta Studios and the HOK. And so here's some of them right here. This is the first one y'all might see until tomorrow when I start uploading more, with Nepal taking on JJ 7000. This one right here, yes, it's Polite versus Captain Tazoriak. This is their first debate ever. I can't put it on YouTube because the clowns on YouTube will say, oh, you're promoting Polite. The suckers, the sucker ass niggas. They will say stuff like that instead of looking at this is all classic history right here. So even I think even Captain Tazoriak got this up on his channel, but they ain't gonna say nothing to Captain. They want to try to bother me and intimidate me, but they can't. It ain't gonna work We got Polite versus Captain Tazariak. This right here was in Philadelphia. If y'all didn't see this, this is the one where Captain went in. And his wife tried to stand up, and Captain put her butt right in check. That was crazy. So you'll see that. We got the Bethy, Hebrews. We got all of these. This is where all my videos is at, y'all. All right, they go Inky and going in with them. And guess what? This is where y'all find the debates that y'all didn't see either. Here you go, Jabari taking on 3 Hebrew Israelites. In case y'all didn't see that, that's up there on my Patreon. All right, we got Young Pharaoh going in. P. Diddy, the Bad Boy record label, cursed. Is he being set up like Bill and R. Kelly? Okay. I'm just showing y'all what we got up here. There's a lot of material up here, y'all. All right, this is my Patreon channel, and it's only $5 a month, and all the new debates will be up here. All the new stuff will be over here. I will also be going live on my Patreon when I know that it'd probably be a little controversial. Remember when I did that interview with Cynthia G? It's right here, y'all. Cynthia G. That interview was 2 hours and 30 minutes long. Cynthia G. Sarnetta goes one-on-one with Cynthia G. That's up there. Sarah Sukaseti and Sabir. That's their debate, part 2. And I can load up and go for more.
Wait, stop 1 second, King.
Yeah,
right there, Genesis, that's the debate.
Which
that
one?
was the one he was talking about? I thought it was okay.
See, that's Sabir Bey is not that person. So that's all I wanted to say. We'll talk about.
Who are you talking about?
Some brother said, well, I'll let her say it. He said that he did a debate with SETI and something like that.
But who was it? Who was it, Genesis?
Anel Bay, something. Hold on.
Was it Sabir Bey?
No, it was not Sabir Bey.
It was, hold on, his name is
Brooklyn Intelligence.
Sharif Anel Bay. Sharif Anel.
Oh, you're talking about Sharif.
Brother, did you have a debate with him and Sonetta?
No, they never debated. Sharif debated Reggie. Brothers, he must have got it mixed up. But yeah. Sharif debated Brother Reggie. That was Reggie's first debate.
Oh, okay. That was okay.
Yeah, and shout out to the brother. I'm not dissing him or anything. I was just trying to make it clear. You know. Anyway.
Garfield versus Gorilla Hebrew. This is where you see all the material. Oh man, Daniel Olive versus Battle Truth. The virgin birth. They did this too. The virgin birth. Did Jesus die for everybody or their sins? That's right there. Vocab Malone.
Hey, you got Nature Boy and all his wives doing their three.
Yeah, I got all of that. Everything is over here. All the stuff that YouTube don't want over there.
When we bust this pinata. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
All right. So as you can see, all the stuff is over here in case y'all looking for me. Can y'all drop the link? All right, drop the link to the Patreon. That's what my brother's asking. Let me get the link, y'all. Let me drop the link to the Patreon page so that y'all can get ahead. First, let me finish showing y'all all the wealth over here.
You know you're not going to be able to show everything. You have so much on here.
No, I am going to show everything. You got to pay for it. You got to pay for
right here, King. You can't show everything on here.
I got you. I know. I'm just going to keep going down the line. Right here. I got all the stuff over here. And all the polites, even though y'all probably say polite, I got all that over here, y'all. All of that is over here.
Bashir.
Yeah, where that's at?
Right there. You just right there. No, you had it. Right. Go up right there.
Oh, yeah. I got all of it over here.
Hey, shout out to General SETI, by the way.
Yeah. Shout out to SETI.
I love that brother, man.
You remember this, bro? Look at this one.
Hey, son.
A lot of people.
All right. You good, Griffin?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Sir. Thank you for
you welcome, brother.
me up. Appreciate it, Rod. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
Keon, if you want to ask a question, you got to turn on the camera. All right, let's go to our brother, Dr. Reggie. You on the call, brother.
Okay, great. Hey, Rod Hayes, we've spoken a few times.
Yeah, I know you is, brother. I know you is.
All right. Okay. I'm not. I'm not. I can only ask a question or two. So, I, the reason why Billy Carson got in trouble is because he was repeating things over and over and over again, particularly things like Christ wasn't crucified, right? And he got in trouble with a source, right? And listen, thanks for coming on this channel so we can vet exactly what you say. And I'm sure Sonetta has a bunch of questions so we could get specific. And we don't want one of those people like Huff coming on and ruining you, right? Or any of us, right? So we're going to have to be a little bit more specific, and we're going to have to mention some sources at some point. So my question is, you made a statement that the Egyptians, that what we call the Egyptians, those are the people of Africa in this particular Nile Valley area, which they call Tawi, right? The two lands. You made a correlation between those groups of people and the Sumer people, who we don't know a whole lot. We only know it through Babylonian and Akkadian sources. So my question, because I don't want to disturb anything, I want Sonetta to ask his questions, right? Hopefully he has good questions. But you have to tell me, right, since you brought in ancient Egypt, right? You're going to have to tell me that the ancient Egyptians or those people identify themselves with gods or with sacred animals, right? And is that similar at all to the paradigm that, out of Africa? Because in my research, they thought differently. They didn't talk about sky gods. They talked about natural elements in Africa, sacred animals or venerated animals in nature, things that they could see, hear, and feel, right? And it has no correlation, and there's no recorded evidence that they ever met the Sumerians or the people that followed on until